The digital detox. Sarah stared at her phone screen. It was 2:30 a.m. and she had been scrolling through social media for 3 hours. Her eyes were tired, but she couldn't stop looking at photos of her friends' perfect lives, reading news that made her worried, and watching videos that she would forget by morning. "I need to change this," she whispered to herself, finally putting the phone down. The next day at work, Sarah's colleague Ben noticed she looked exhausted. "Late night again?" he asked, bringing her a cup of coffee. "I can't stop using my phone," Sarah admitted. "I check it every few minutes, even when I'm trying to sleep. I think I'm addicted." Ben nodded. "I had the same problem last year. Then I tried something that completely changed my life." "What did you do?" "I went on a digital detox for 1 week. No phone, no internet, no social media, just real life." Sarah laughed. "That's impossible. What about work emails? What if someone needs to reach me?" "You can tell people you'll be unavailable for urgent matters only. Most things aren't as urgent as we think they are." That evening, Sarah thought about Ben's suggestion. She realised she hadn't read a book in months, hadn't cooked a proper meal in weeks, and hadn't had a real conversation with her family in a long time. Everything was always interrupted by notifications and the need to check her phone. On Friday night, Sarah made a decision. She would try the digital detox for the weekend first. She turned off her phone, put it in a drawer, and locked the drawer. Then she hid the key. Saturday morning felt strange. Sarah woke up naturally, without an alarm. She didn't immediately reach for her phone because she remembered it was locked away. Instead, she lay in bed and listened to the birds singing outside her window. When was the last time she had heard birds? She got up and made breakfast slowly, paying attention to the smell of fresh bread and the taste of her coffee. She found an old book on her shelf, a novel she had bought 2 years ago but never read. She sat by the window and began reading. Hours passed without Sarah noticing. She was completely absorbed in the story. At lunchtime, she cooked vegetables from her garden and ate without any distractions. The food tasted better than she remembered. In the afternoon, Sarah called her sister from the old landline phone in her kitchen. They talked for an hour about their childhood, their dreams, and their fears. Her sister was surprised. "You sound different, Sarah. More present." "I feel different too." On Sunday, Sarah went for a long walk in the park. She saw couples having picnics, children playing games, and elderly people feeding ducks in the pond. She realised how much of life she had been missing while staring at her small screen. When the weekend ended, Sarah felt nervous about turning on her phone again. She had received 47 messages, 23 social media notifications, and 15 emails. But when she read them, she discovered something interesting. Only 2 messages were actually important. Sarah learned an important lesson that weekend. Technology should help make life better, not control it. She decided to make some changes. She would check her phone only 3 times a day. She would not use it during meals or before bed. And she would have 1 phone-free day every week. Months later, Sarah felt happier and more connected to the world around her. She still used technology, but now she was in control of it, not the other way around. The most important connections, she told Ben, are the ones we make when we disconnect.